Hello again everyone, and welcome back to this series on how to draw still life elements. Now, as usual, if you haven't subscribed, could you do that please? That would be great. And also, ring that little bell icon if you want to know what's coming up next. Alright, well, the still life element today is drapery, textiles in a still life. And here are a couple of paintings by Paul Cézanne using drapery. White drapery here and pattern drapery, a curtain in the background here. The fruit is in the centre. In this one here, however, the fruit is almost engulfed. You can see that by the drapery. It's almost, twining round it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to go about actually drawing the folds of the drapery for your still life. Okay, well, the first thing you have to do is to look for the main shapes of your drapery. And here you can see there is a main big triangular shape here, there, coming down with the next bit curving around the outside here. Now, you're seeing it from a slightly different angle from me. You're seeing it more or less from the top down. I'm looking at it slightly from an angle here, but basically the same. So I'm going to start off with this shape here. Just very rough to get the main bulk of the shape of the textile in. And that curves around like that. And then we have this fold here coming over the top like that. And it actually folds in itself there. Comes down to almost a point here. Then comes back up. And a slight curve like that. Obviously there's lots of details in there, but these are the basic shapes that I'm drawing. As you come up here, you can see there's a fold that happens in here. And that line comes down. And there's another one coming up there, which comes over and joins a fold here. Then you have the back of the line coming up like that. I'll put that a bit more heavily so we can see it. That fold here, coming down, and a separate fold, and there's another bit of this material coming underneath here, coming down, probably a bit further than I got it, and that's better. You can adjust and readjust as you're drawing, So just to get the basic shapes, and then I can start to kind of look into it and see where all the folds are, all the creases, and so on. Okay, get this add a bit more here. And again, you're not creating a photograph, it's an impression, as accurate as you can, but it doesn't have to be too accurate. You want to get a nice artistic look to your drawing. Okay, let's work a bit into your drawing now and see if you can explain what's happening. You have this line coming down here, this fold in the cloth which comes in down here, but underneath you've got another fold in the cloth coming out underneath like that. A bit further than I've got it here, and the top line comes across to there. Okay, you get that line underneath here, curving across like that, and a bit more of a wee kind of poke there, and that comes up. And in here we've got some shading. I'll just put the shading in roughly just now, just to start. There's another wee crease in there, and then the top of that fold comes up and bends over and goes over the top here, and in this part here we've got quite a lot of dark shading underneath, and a bit coming out there, and this wee curly shape in here. You may not see some of them, but I can see them from where I am sitting here. And a nice curve there. And as I say, just get the rough dark areas in, first of all. A wee tip, by the way, if you can't see the dark areas right away, so half close your eyes. And that blots out all the details, and it picks out all the dark areas. And immediately when I do that, I can see there's a kind of dip in here, like that. There's another crease coming up here, like that. Another darker bit in here. I've just indicated them just now for myself. And then this fold appears like that. Top's catching the light. It's shiny material, this. So the top edges that catch the lights are quite bright. And you have a fold coming over here. Now, let's see. Although down here, there's something not quite right there. That's it. I've got another wee bit coming up. This bit here comes up in there, and that's the fold coming over, and that's what happens there. And it's going to darken that area there. So you refine it as you discover what's happening. And that top of the crease comes in along here. You can always rub bits out, you know, and you find out what you're doing. There should be a sharp edge there, so rub that out. I brought that in there. You see that? And then the edge of that comes in there. You just work on. There's another crease there. Another fold. And this bit doubles over the top here. So really you're trying to be observant. And portray what you're seeing, but at the same time, really keep the main shapes. Like that one there. Another line comes in behind here. And then that goes in the back. And a bit of shading in here. And underneath that bit here, the shading carries on down to the crease in the center here. That one there, that kind of dark bit of shading there. And then this little dimple in the material. Like that. So I'm going to carry on having a good look and picking out all these dark bits, working them in, and a nice big dark bit in here, and I'll catch you when I've done that. Okay, I have been putting in the darker areas, trying to follow the line of the creases. You know, you get little creases like in there, for instance, you know. See what happens to the material. And also because this is the shiny material, I'll take this out of the way just now, the edges actually catch the light quite a bit. So all these edges here, if they're not, you know, if you've rubbed over them, for instance, and they're not light enough, you can always lighten them up by picking out the edges with a putty rubber. Okay, so I've got all the main shaded areas in here. You just have to do a bit more deep shading now, and for that I'm going to use a 7B pencil. For instance, you come into this area here, you know, you can see that by using a heavier pencil, it really picks out the darker areas, gives you a nice contrast, like that. Okay. These are the main dark areas coming down here, running into this bit down here. Okay. Also around this edge here, down to this point, coming up, and a bit in there, and a little bit in here. Okay, I'm just finishing off the darkest bits now. Again, as I said, half close your eyes and make sure that all the dark areas are there. Make your drawing look solid. I'm just putting in the darkest areas again, just around here. These are not so dark, these areas here. These are the darkest bits here. So really put weight in your pencil. I've been using a kind of circular shading motion like that. But you can use, you know, that kind of shading. Kind of parallel line technique, or even cross-hatching, if you want to get a kind of slightly rougher quality. But that gives you the idea of drawing textiles for your still life. You know, get the main shape in, look for the main areas of shading, what happens to the actual folds, you know, trying to explain that. And you'll find it's actually not as hard as it looks. It's complex now because I've been following all the lines and making sure I don't miss any of the dark areas. But, you know, if you take it easy, just make sure you observe, you'll do well. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can join me again for another tutorial. But in the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing.